In this scenario, a student who wants to determine the percent composition of her mixture. Her mixture, she was told, is just simply a mixture of two components, sawdust and iron filings. And she wants to determine of this mixture what percent of it by mass is due to the iron filings and what percent by mass is due to the sawdust that's present. So she takes her mixture and determines the mass, total mass of the mixture as 8.505 grams. He then takes advantage of a important physical property difference between sawdust and iron filings. That is, that iron filings are magnetic, sawdust is not. And with a magnet, probably quite at a time, she's able to remove all the iron filings from the original mixture. And then she weighs again what's left. And if she assumes that what's left is simply sawdust, she found that the mass was 6.942 grams. So from just these two numbers, we determine percent composition with respect to sawdust, as well as percent composition with respect to the iron filings. So we first determine the percent composition with respect to iron filings. We have our equation, which says that the percent composition of any component, in this case, the iron filings, is simply equal to the mass of that component divided by the total mass of the mixture times 100%. And our units for mass, the numerator, denominator, can be any units, grams, kilograms, etc., as long as they are the same. So for percent composition with respect to iron filings, specifically, it's equal to the mass of the iron filings in our mixture divided by the total mass of our mixture times 100%. So going back to our numbers, we know that our denominator is 8.505 grams. This is the total mass of my mixture of sawdust and iron filings. So my denominator here is going to be 8.505 grams. So then all I need to do is find the mass of the iron filings, divide that by 8.505 times 100, and get my answer. Well, these two numbers, this is the total mass of the mixture. The second number is just the mass of the sawdust itself. So notice that the sawdust component, of course, is less mass than the total, and this difference then must then be the mass of the iron filings that were removed from the mixture. So if I take the difference between 8.505 and 6.942, so 8.505 minus 6.942, I get a mass of 1.563 grams. And this number then must be the mass the iron filings removed. So that number is my numerator, 1.563 grams. So it's 1.563 grams of iron filings compared to 8.505 grams total mixture mass times 100. And when we do the calculation, we get 100, we get a percent composition with respect to iron filings of about 18.38%. So what we found experimentally is that in the original mixture, by mass, about 18.38% of it is due to the iron filings that were originally present in the mixture. So that's percent composition with respect to iron filings. We might also be at least equally interested in determining the percent composition with respect to the other component, the sawdust. So to do that, use a similar equation, equation 3.1. We have percent composition with respect to the sawdust is by our equation 3.1, simply equal to the mass of the sawdust that was present divided by the total mass of the mixture times 100%. So look at our numbers. Mass of sawdust is exactly what we found, what the student found, 6.942. That's how much was left after she removed the iron filings. So 6.942 is our numerator. So 6.942 grams of sawdust was present. Compared to the original mass of the mixture, 8.505 grams to a mixture times 100%. And we get our answer of 6.942 divided by 8.505 times 100, we get 81.62. So this mixture is 81.60% sawdust by mass, and it was 18.38% iron filings by mass. Notice also here that because this is a two-component mixture, what's not iron filings in the mixture must be sawdust, or what's not sawdust in the mixture must be iron filings. So consequently then, one way we can check our math is that if it is in fact a two-component mixture, when you add up the percent compositions of those two components, 18.38%, 81.60% in this case, we should get 100%. We do, 81.62 plus 18.38 is in fact 100%.